Mission 3, it's snow time. Welcome to Bochum Hauptbahnhof. This is a westbound S-Bahn service operating as far as Essen Hauptbahnhof. So, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Drawyah Games Train Sim World 2020. Double check if the left or right side doors there. So, it's snowing here in Germany. And so we are raising a train as far as Essen from Bochum. Riding a regional train today. So limited stopping for us. That's certainly one where we do really need to make sure that we are driving and stopping at a good time. Because the last thing I want to do is start sliding down these tracks like crazy. Should have a couple of moments to wait. Yes we do. The train departs at 16:30. And yeah, it's a proper winter wonderland here in Germany, as I say. So I'm sure that as we make our way forwards, we get to enjoy what the full offer of a cold Germany. Alright, let's get ready to close doors in a couple of moments. And I can see that the train's in forward, lights are all set, destination set, we're all fine. Let us go, shall we? First stop, Bochum, Ehrenfeld, sorry. Just over a kilometre away. So, as I say, main thing to watch out for is wet, slippery track, icy track even, which means braking will be virtually unusable today. Now, I know that these Bombardier trains do have modern anti-lock brakes and all that, so okay, not unusable, but certainly not as effective as they'd normally be. Nighttime service as well, so don't expect to see too much. That's fun to me either. Gosh, a bit of shaking there as well, a bit of juddering as the train started braking. Fortunately, we are running a full 10-car set today, so the weight of that, this should play a part in counteracting the slowdown. Go. Again, just love the satisfying click of that door button there. Yeah, nice and icy couplings. A nice layer of snow covers the roof of this train. I really like the snow effects in Train Sim Worlds. Okay, the road has probably been gritted, therefore it's not that highly covered, but the grass, the trees, just everything, it's covered in the full winter wonderland, and I just love how it all comes together. Very pretty, that's for sure. Right, so next station is Wattenscheid Hontrop, about 4 kilometres. Train back to 100 miles per hour, sorry, 100 kilometres an hour. Right, it's currently limited. A little bit too fast, so we'll just edge that back a tiny bit. As I say, the Winter Wonderland's theme of this scenario. Certainly had a fair few pleasing areas to the eye as well. So it's edge train up to 120 now. Bring it back. 121, we're slightly over the limit there, but shouldn't cause much problem. There we go. Slightly goes back itself actually. So the 425 compared to the 422, definitely a little bit heavier. As a result, it on a downhill stretch track will maintain speed, but on a level or uphill track, we'll definitely start to lose it at a relatively high rate, I must say. You require a little bit of throttling just to keep train coasting. Alright, less than kilometers now, so we'll idle throttle. And let's now start slowing this train down, ready for a halt. Go nice and slowly. That'll do. I can just imagine the scene in the real world. A lone train in the middle of winter, sitting at a quiet out of city station. It's very pretty, this. Alright, reset brakes. And off we go. Next station, Essen, Eiberg. I keep saying Eiberg, I think it's actually meant to be pronounced Eberg. Essen, Eberg. Which would make a lot more sense to fit with the German naming way of things. E and the I. Actually, then you think of the word like Frei, F-R-E-I, also makes like an I sound rather than an E sound. There you go, and the service to our left. UK, trains do acknowledge each other by using something like 2 or 3 low tone horns. I think it's 2 low tone horns when they pass one another. That's how a train acknowledges. In Japan, they'd point at the other train. In Germany, I don't think they actually have any like way to signal another train passing by. Right, so in a couple of moments we'll start slowing this train down now. So I'd like to use the slightly longer stopping distance. Got plenty of time. So a slow approach won't cause us any harm with that fact. As long as my passengers are arriving safely, then I'm sure they won't mind either. Downhill stretch tracks, so the train will maintain speed. That will slightly gain it, but not by much. So it's not as much as other trains would, that's for sure. As I say, the 422 is a, sorry, 425, very heavy train. A lot of that would be crash proofing structure to keep it all together. Right. Nice and slowly. That'll do. Right. Right inside doors. And again, I like the ambient sound of that. You know, the people having their conversations and talking. Really brings life to the scenarios. You go back to the Northeast Corridor. New York was absolutely dead. Then again, it's quite accurate to what New York would be like right now with all the quarantining and everyone staying indoors. All jokes aside, I hope you guys are healthy at the moment. Keep yourself strong. Yes, there was a time where Train Sim Worlds definitely was a ghost town simulator. You drive a train for absolutely nobody. But I still say to this day, while the subways have the best passenger setup. So passengers will run for your train as it's about to depart. We're way too fast right now. Very short hop between stations. Yeah, so a lot of subways, best passenger notes, run to your train if they're just about to miss it. So door alarm goes. Someone goes up the stairs, they will sprint to the nearest door. Passengers will board the train and walk to the nearest seat, as opposed to walking to the door and then just teleporting. And in terms of passenger numbers, you get some platforms that are very busy, that's for sure. But I think, well, Train Sim Worlds now actually beaten Subway in terms of like passenger platform numbers. I mean, right now is not exactly the best time to show it. It's late in the evening on a very cold, snowy day, so of course nobody's going to be out. There are certainly some stations that can get very busy. I mean, you look at Paddington on the Great Western Express, that station's just chocked full of passengers. To be fair, this is a pretty decent number for a relatively quiet regional station as well. Right, welcome to Essen Stiel. Yeah, again, quite a few movements. As long as we're inside our nice and cozy train cab. We have heating controls, got window heating, not so much cab heat, I don't think. Nah, obviously not. Oh well, if there was, I knew that would be going to maximum temperature as soon as possible. Heat the cab up as much as you can. Driver comfort, always number one. Right, just a kilometre or so to Essen Stiel, so we'll start slowing down now, to be fair. Not by much, but just enough to get the train into the station. You can see it's uphill bit of track this, not too steep, but 1% gradient, so for a full-size train, definitely something. The train is just slowing down like a brick right now. I won't complain for this one, it's getting into a station, but long distance service, maybe not the first thing that you want it to do. Otherwise, it's not been managing this snow weather, not too badly. Definitely feeling a little bit more sluggish on the controls, but certainly slowing down. Not doing too bad. Also, loving the gap between the train and the platform here. And I thought the gap at Bank was large enough. To be fair, if you've ever been to Bank on London Underground Central Line, there is a good foot or so between the platform and the train doors, especially on the carriage ends where they are furthest away from the platform. It's a massive gap. The platform itself has a little warning thing between the train as well. Right, next station, also our final, Essen Hauptstrecke. So train up on the top of the bridge, that'll do nicely. So it's like going to slow train down now, as I do know that there's a little bit of manoeuvring through points into Essen. To hit multiple signals. So first point, lights on, we stay on current track. White lights, we don't change points just yet either. So in short, what you're looking at are the little white lights alongside the track. Anyway, facts. Nope, there is no set points there, so yeah, I'm staying current on this line. So a little bit long till we come to our stop points, but not too far left to go. Just like that. There you go. Train comes to a halt. Welcome to Essen. So at this point, as with the previous scenarios, there'd now be a driver change as somebody else take over, ready to continue the rest of that journey. I can imagine that as it is now fairly late in the evening, 7:30. It's not that late, but depends what time I guess I'd start my train driving shifts. I'll be now on the clear and ready to head home for the evening. Yeah, oh, I do really like these trains. I also realised I never really had a chance to go through the interior of the 425. It's exactly the same as the other train, just with less doors. The way it kind of closes in the middle with the backing bit here. Well, this train does also include a toilet, something that the 422 does not, and a first class section, which again 422 does not have because it's only a S-Bahn train. And so there we have it. Doors will close, and oh, okay. There's a little bit more. Set train out of service. Was that it? Doors closed. Train out of service, move into depot for the night, obey all speed, signal and speed indications. Okay, so that means that's inaccurate, as that should have said Essen, not Solingen. Oh well, onwards we go. Next stop, Essen depot. Didn't realise we actually have to take train to depot. It's actually nice little extra that. Also, I should probably set destination to I'll zoom in and out. There we go, that's better. Set destination to Neat. There we go. Whoops. Neat Einsteigen. Out of service. There we go. Nicht einsteigen. Nice and slowly. And downhill slightly, so use the brakes to kind of adjust that. There we have it, that door is open for us, so we just got to do the easy job of driving train undercover. Nope, door's not unlocked for us. So we just got the easy job of stopping the train before the closed door. Ooh, okay. The brakes there did not like that. It's definitely a bit bit fast on that approach there. Thank you for completing the run. Let's see how you performed. So, that looks good, 23 minutes, not too bad. 17 kilometers driven. We end it off again with a gold medal. Level 6 on the train now. Level 68 on the character. Level 7 on Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. Otherwise, not a bad service in the end of the day. Again, decent stopping overall, a little bit higher in some of the cases, but ultimately for what we had, which was poor weather for the majority of that, not really much for me to complain about there. I enjoyed that service. Definitely quite a good one. So, yeah. That was snow time. Next scenario will be Essen Express. We're doing that tomorrow. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy it, do subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. It does help channel out, and I hope to see you guys in a video very soon. Take care, and talk soon. Bye-bye.